Hello, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Nioh. I'm the mysterious JG. Are we all to be racist now, Father? What's the official line the church has taken? Sorry, I was watching Father Ted the other day. Um, yeah, why do I do that ridiculous Irish brogue? Well, if you don't know, it's because of William Adama. Is his name William Adama, or is that the guy from Battlestar Galactica? His name is William, and they call him Anjin. Um, But anyway, yeah, he's the protagonist of the original Nioh is Irish, and he was a very bland sort of protagonist. The little tiny bits of character we got out of him I liked, but then I seem to recall I got more idea of what his character was supposed to be playing Warriors All-Stars, which I'm not going to bother to Let's Play for this channel, than I got from playing as him in Nioh. And to the extent that he even had much of a character, he was mostly just like this bland, blank protagonist watching events unfold. And in this game, they've gone full on, you create a mute protagonist, which I kind of hate. I get why people like it. It's just, Mass Effect almost got it right by having like two different really good voice actors, one doing the male and one doing the female shepherd. But even that, it was like, now you're like halfway between really making your own protagonist and just having a character. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, so I've done a little tiny bit of off-screening, actually, mostly because I realized that I started getting something called the split staff in my inventory, which I had never seen before. And this must be related to DLC. I have the season pass for this game, so there must be DLC which includes this weapon, because it's not just that I'd never acquired one before, but like it has skill point proficiency stuff, which just wasn't even there before. And there are titles that you can get for using that, which just didn't exist before. So I did a little off-screen, about a quarter of the way to having all of the skill points I could get out of this Whoppet unlocked. But well, basically what happened to me, folks, I was perfectly willing to just keep off-screening, goofing around and having fun and not record any more content, but I can never strike the right balance. This video is now out, because for a while I was doing like 2 videos a day on the days when it uploaded because I was so far ahead. Now I'm like, crap, I'm out of videos. I need to get going again. So yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments if these videos are coming out at a rate that you are pleased with, although I'm not getting a whole lot of comments on this particular series. Although I occasionally see a comment that I didn't know was there because YouTube didn't notify me, but no, this is not... I don't have all my regulars watching this particular series, which is too bad because I'm having fun with this game for sure. It is frustrating, as Nioh is kind of meant to be, and you gotta get kind of good at some aspects of the game to proceed. But so far we haven't had as much. Well, this is really a big thing in the side missions late in the game, where you're just like fighting 2 bosses at once. That kind of shit drove me up the wall. Even one boss at a time, particularly Enra, whatever he's named, still managed to kick my butt. So, anyway, yeah, I need to record some of this, and actually really need to record. This is the other thing. I just can't find the right balance. Like, I have too many things in the can, and I suddenly increase the upload rate, like I recently did with Final Fantasy VIII, and now I need to record Final Fantasy VIII today, or I won't have enough for next weekend. Anyway, this is not Final Fantasy VIII. This is Nioh 2. So I need to do some stuff, and I honestly just don't remember what side missions I haven't done in Act 1. So I'll probably go back and research that. But for now, having recently actually unlocked the next tier of awesome sauce, magic, and ninja skills, which I was so excited about, I spent some shifting points. I've been sitting on shifting points waiting for it to unlock the soul core drop rate increase. And finally I just got fed up and spent the points I had in order to unlock curative cores. I have the level 1, which means that when I get a core, a demon core, a spirit core, whatever they soul core, it restores 40% of my health. Because that just seems pretty useful. Like, you tend to get, at a reasonably high rate, soul cores when you defeat big bads. Like, always when you defeat the bosses of the level. Almost always. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking like the big monkey guys or the Raven Tengus. Like, those types of enemies seem to have a pretty high drop rate of those cores. And they're the enemies where if you beat them, you probably took some damage in the process. So getting a little health back when you fight those guys, not guaranteed, but only if they drop a soul core, seemed like a good idea. And I had to I had to buy a lot of stuff to get there. Like, this is good, though. Restore your health when you successfully perform a burst counter, but only if you're in critical. Fire element, I might never use that. I don't know, but restores 30% of your health when you successfully grapple an enemy in yokai shift. I don't know that I've done that very frequently, but whatever. Hopefully by the time I have enough astral wisdom to get these, I will have the points saved back up. I came here to look at Magic and Ninja, but now I'm realizing I'm like 6 minutes in. We haven't done anything yet. So let's start one of the side missions. There is a locked side mission, because it is a prerequisite, which is clear the mysterious one-night castle, which I have done, and clear an error in calculation, which I have not. So let's do an error in calculation, which would appear to be the mysterious one-night... No, that's not right. Fire Gods, Magatama, Hidden Monsters of Okahazama. Okay, so this is the previous main mission map, and we have one called an error in calculation. Oh, it's Toshiie, I don't really remember how he talks in Samurai Warriors, because he's I guess he was in Samurai Warriors 2 Extreme Legends in English. So he had like one appearance before they stopped doing it all in Japanese. But I'm going to ask you to do something for me and keep it a secret from Tokichiro. You see, I dropped something very important in Okahazama. I wanted to go back and get it, but the place is teeming with yokai, and painful though it is to admit, I wouldn't last long out there. I'm sorry to have to ask, but could you go and retrieve the item for me? It really is irreplaceable. Please do this for me. Well, I mean, we'll get a Warrior's Cross Spear out of it, so why not? Oh, I forgot to do inventory management. I'm probably going to be able to pick up like 2 or 3 treasures, and then suddenly can't pick them up until I start donating more stuff to the shrine. So maybe I'll fight with one on screen just to show you guys, but that is the cross spear. Yeah, I guess I'll fight with this for a little while. I don't remember it that well. I was having a every other weekend I allow myself to indulge in a bit of bourbon and coke. The non-treatment weekends, obviously. An old bad habit that had I'd kicked, and then decided I would. What the hell? Got enough bad stuff going on. I deserve a little vice crutch to use. But it was while having some drinks that I was actually playing with the cross spear, and as a result, I really don't remember. I don't remember it all that well. What my super cool techniques were for the cross spear. So let's take a look. Split step, I mean. It's got a lot of passives. It doesn't seem like it has that many actives, or rather the actives are unlocked. You don't have to use skill points to get, they don't call it flux, what do they call it? The thing where you, key pulse. Like, yeah, that stuff all seems to be automatic. You don't unlock it using skill points like you do for the others. As a result, I was like spending my points on passives as I got them. But the main active techniques you can learn... Let's see, they got this L1 plus square, strike the enemy repeatedly. What was I actually doing? I had, the one I was doing most often was one with a low hit. Guess maybe I need to go look at the skill customization. Morning Moon. No, that's the wrong Whoppet. I gave Refulgent Strike to Unruly Revolution. Did I? No. Masterful Slice, key damage, Murderous Strike, 5% of your health. It's from Shock Stopper. I think I set these and then didn't actually update them when I found that this one wasn't. This one didn't seem that useful. Yeah, I was doing Shock Stopper quite a bit. The low strike seemed to be working. I don't think I'd realized last night, or not last night, a couple nights ago, when, like I said, I was indulging in a bit of the alcoholic beverages, that I had actually assigned the Amarita boost thing, which I like to give to the one that I'm using most frequently. I think I gave that to something and then stopped using it. But it doesn't make a huge difference. Anyway. So we're starting out in the Imagawa Camp this time. So we're kind of... It's one of those where we're replaying a plot mission in reverse. We're starting at the end point. And I don't know if we have the whole map we have to deal with. We're just looking for whatever... Oh, this might be a time to pull out the... That's exactly what I didn't mean to do, actually. Oh, crap. It shouldn't have done that. I let him come back as Super Monster. Yep, off to a terrible start here. Probably should just be using the Kusarigama, to be honest. Oh, I'm in the wrong stance. And again, every time I try to go for something fancy, I get countered. So yeah, terrible start here. So, I mean, it's got some neat looking moves, but like that one in particular doesn't really seem that effective. It's like you're swinging it around a lot, and if the enemy's in front of you, you're not hitting them with most of these fancy hits. There's some use to that one, although it seemed like I kept getting them with the low hit, and then they were blocking the high hit when I was playing it the other day. Oh, that's the one, excuse me. This one... Yeah, probably the one. If I'm going to keep using this weapon, this is probably what I should be doing, and not the high stance. With that and this have some effectiveness, even though it seemed like a really cool one, and I probably didn't need to use points to get it. That move looks neat, and I haven't been able to get it to land that many hits. Alright, well. Really feel like I'd be able to get through there, but apparently not. Those paper curtains. This is William Conrad for First Alert. Paper walls are just not safe. Paper windows, whatever it was. This really feels like a trap. Who's about to jump out on me when I think I'm sneaking up on this guy? Well, I suppose I'll find out. I guess nobody. Guy's just really into that burning tree. No, there's an elixir to make up for all the ones I was wasting against other guys. How you mean rolling into those giant, tightly packed bales of food doesn't break them? Alright, so we're heading into the caves, which is where most of this level was set. Trying to remember the map. Am I going to be able to navigate this map backwards? Probably not with a lot of success. Ow. I think what I'm learning is some of these moves work great against human enemies and suck against yokai that don't tend to get knocked out of their attacks very easily. So you hit a move that like makes a human enemy kind of stumble and stutter a bit, and you decide it's really awesome, and then you use it against the yokai, and it's like, no, the yokai's going to take the damage and then keep hitting you. They're like Fernando in Fight and Rage. That wasn't too bad. Oh, and I'm going to get a free healing out of it, too. Oh, and I might as well disperse this with my awesome key pulse powers. Well, this could be where the treasure is at, but it seems unlikely. It seems more likely that it's a trap. I don't need to get paralyzed while I'm fighting these guys. But how did you turn into a huge guy? You were a regular guy a minute ago. I thought you had to eat your own kind. I didn't think you could eat any wounded yokai. And even if you did, you didn't have time to eat that guy. It just killed him. I'll waste a lot of elixirs in this map. At least I got an elixir. Oh, I don't even know if I have my Kodama blessing set for elixir drops or Amrita. I'm starting to suspect I went through a bunch of off-screen grinding and never set them to Amrita increase and just kept them on elixir drop because I'm getting elixirs from, you know, enemies that might not always drop them. I'm going for, just because there's so many different weapons to play with in this game, I'm going for a balanced build, which is probably not that wise, but the fact that you can get skill points for weapons from things other, like it's not all samurai skill points you get just from level up, that you can get skill points for a weapon by using the weapon makes it a little bit less of a penalty to try to, you know, not specialize in one or two weapons. Splitting points between Amio and Ninja skill trees could arguably be a ways to, except again in this game, you get the skill points by using them. So if you're willing to just spend time grinding out skill points for stuff, it doesn't hurt you to. It's not like you have a limited number of points you can get and levels you can gain. Gaining levels and putting points in dexterity used to be the main way to get ninja skill points. So like if you just did that and ignored Amio, you would level that out rapidly. So who? Oh. Oh, you pain in the butt. Pick up this warlord's cuirass and you can't stop me. Oh, I burned skill points for proficiency with the... Oh, there you go. Wasn't necessarily expecting that to happen on screen. Let's spend this skill point together. You and I, gentle viewer. So I maxed this out. Like, I can't get any further here without getting... can't get more key without getting this, and both of them require me to have, you know, probably warrior... veteran or whatever. So this was a passive. The nice thing is now that I look at it, I don't think I've unlocked any active skill. Even the active skill I unlocked that wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. I have not actually unlocked anything that wasn't a prerequisite for something else I wanted. Like, oh, here's an active skill. Actually, it could be. No, never mind. I eventually, if I want to get melee damage at full health, I need to unlock these skills. So even if I don't use Screw Slice, after performing a quick attack, strike again by spinning this split staff before delivering a final blow. That could be interesting. See, this doesn't unlock it. I'd actually want to know I was going to use this before I would unlock it. Same thing with these. These seem to be all the active skills over here. These are the passive damage reduction skills. This will allow us to get to one of the... I assume you can only have one Mystic Art at a time, as before, on each weapon. Yeah, I'll just go for a passive. Okay, sorry, that probably wasn't super exciting, but we had to get through it. That was annoying. I don't know why their puke would paralyze you exactly. Something big. Oh, here we go. You. I don't even know if you're the big bad. But I do know you hate poison. That didn't seem fair. I dodged it and he switched the direction of something I didn't think he could switch directions on. And you are not the big bad making the darkness effect, anyway. I would have figured he might be responsible for the demon zone, whatever they call it, dark realm. Apparently he is not. You know, I haven't used my get out of jail free avoid death card, and this might be a good time to do that. Oh, fuck, I didn't target him. But it hit anyway, so that's fine. Picked a very bad time to stop blocking and try to attack him there. And a soul core, which I guess I could leave around as a way to heal up later, but I don't know that I'm gonna be that strategic about it. Well, those were both big bad, the types of enemies I will sometimes associate with creating these zones, but maybe it's this guy that was creating the evil zone. Evil zone. I pursue Happy Island. Well, I doubt it's you. The game does seem to be determined to make me fight every enemy and not get to encounter any of them after the zone's already been dispersed and their stamina's all used up or key. Fortunately, I do not remember this map. You're pretty excited. I think I must have the extra key damage thing on this weapon, or that move. Because despite having messed up there and gotten caught up in his paralysis puke, I'm still... It's been a very good move as far as depleting enemy ki and preventing them from attacking. Got a bunch of soul cores. I should think about getting back to a shrine, but... don't want to... One thing I discovered off screen, I don't think I've showcased it on screen yet, is that if you wander up to those malevolent graves in this dark realm, they tend to... they'll come to life whether you activate them or not, and I had at least one come to life, and it was like yokai form. It was like a human player, you know, after you've shifted and gotten like crazy yokai powers, and that wasn't a fun fight, and I'd like to avoid that if possible. It's possible this guy is, because he's one of the big revenants. Oh, great. Really hoping not to get multiple of them at once. Crap. I might get out of jail free. Ninja thing is worn off. So I'll get another one going here. No, I'm pretty sure I avoided that one, but okay. I got poison. That's not the worst thing that could happen at this point. But I still haven't found this, whoever's creating this dark realm thing. I mean, there's one of the little revenants over here. The littlest revenant. Wah, wah, wah. Yep. The littlest revenant. A demonic foe from the littlest pet shop. I don't think I just... Oh, now I'm exiting it again. Without having found the cause. I do not remember if there was a one of those walls that comes to life and around here. Maybe that bloody grave that I encountered off screen came to life because one of those weird Ballylica playing demons was hanging around. I know it's not really a Ballylica, but because it didn't seem like I walked up to that grave before and I didn't want to get too close and trigger, but it didn't give me the little warning, I am about to trigger and kill you. Yeah, I guess it was because one of those Ballylica guys was around. Oh, I haven't been through here because... Oh, well, there's... He's got to be the one, right? He's the one that's doing it, yeah. Well, that jerk is going to throw shit at me while I'm trying to fight him, but I'm not sure that it can be avoided at this point. I guess it's got some range capabilities after all. Oh, don't know if I knew he could do that. Oh, cool. He did he got up and acted like he was going to do a super attack, but instead just kind of fell over because of the poison on. Alright, not too bad. So I'm going to call it a video. I don't want to push my luck with these video lengths. My TV was doing some weird shit the other day where it would just, like, stop working. And I don't quite know what I did that got it to start working right again. But if my TV just goes out in the middle of one of these videos, I really don't have the ability to go in and stop the recorder. So I don't know what happens if that happens. I'm just kind of hoping it doesn't. When we come back next time, we'll continue looking for Toshiie Maeda's special item in the hopes that it will inspire him to not die immediately after Hideyoshi does, as we discovered in my Samurai Spear of Sonata playthrough. See you guys next time.